Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Mythlok with your host Nitin Nair. Before we begin, a huge thank you to all our listeners, viewers and subscribers who help us with our content and who give us advice on how to proceed further with the videos and the kind of characters that we feature on this channel. For those who haven't subscribed, all it takes is a quick press of the subscribe button to help us let the YouTube algorithm know that these videos need to reach out to a lot more people who love mythology as much as you and I. Thank you very much once again, and now to the video. In this episode, we are going to be traveling once again to Southeast Asia and Vietnam in particular, where we will be looking at a god who is associated with the heavens, the creation and the sky. This is Ong Troi. The Vietnamese deity Ong Troi literally means old man sky, is regarded as one of the most significant deities in the country's traditional folk religion. Due to the influence of Taoism and the emergence of the Jade Emperor, he was referred to as Ngoc Tung, which means old man sky, or often referred to as Tuong De. Ong Troi is physically very similar to the Jade Emperor or Ngoc Hoang. The Ngoc Hoang is always dressed in imperial attire, a shirt embroidered with a golden dragon, a hat with the red tassels on his head, leading 13 five-colored pearls, and holding hot in his hand. The Ngoc Hoang sits on a throne to touch the dragon each time he meets the dynasty and deals with things in heaven or on earth. Before all things were created, there was a god known as Troi who made everything, including the earth, the sea, the mountains, the sun and the rain. He is able to see everything happening in the world, and he is one who created all living creatures. All things considered, Ong Troi is regarded as the father of everything, and no one can escape the net of heaven. People believe that the creation was made by Ong Troi, and that once a person passes away, they return to paradise. The wife of Ong Troi is called Ba Troi. Depending on the religious context, Ong Troi can be referred to as Ong Tien or Ong Hong. In other areas, he is often referred to as a monarchical father in various regions such as South Vietnam. In Vietnamese Buddhism, he is often associated with the Sakra. In folk mythology, the deity is known as Ho Tien, which literally means old man cloud. He is also shortened to resemble the name of a person named Hao Tien Ngoc Thuong De or Ngoc Hoang Thuong De. These names, which are derived from the Jade Emperor's given names, are used to refer to individuals. When Ong Troi is angered by humans for their mistakes, natural disasters such as floods, droughts and storms will occur. He is regarded as the first god of heaven to have created mankind. During this time, the people of Ngoc Hoang used clay to mold their bodies, and when a heavy rain fell, they quickly took the statues away. Unfortunately, the statues were damaged by the rain, and when these statues were removed, they turned into disabled individuals, while those that were kept dry were healthy. After a while, the task of shaping people was given to Ngoc Hoang or Ong Troi. In Vietnam, people are known to worship Ong Troi. There are various shrines and temples dedicated to him, and in central and south Vietnam, families often gather at an altar called Binh Thi. Ong Troi is a popular character in a television series called Gap Nao Quoi Nam. The influence of the Chinese Jade Emperor in various mythologies in Southeast Asia is something that we have seen as a common element as we go along our journey. With the expanse of the Chinese Empire and its mythology being spread through various methods such as trade and colonization, we have seen that the influence of these characters is not only represented to gods, but also to other characters and even cultural and folkloric elements that have emerged from these regions. We will be looking at more traditional Chinese characters and its influenced ones from Southeast Asia as we go along our journey to identify more mythical characters from around the world. Until next time, this is your host Nitin Nair signing out by reminding you once again that Mythlok is the home of mythology.